In uncertain times, naught but the simplest words of wisdom will suffice. That which lives is destined to die. Love leads to loss. Every beginning has an end. Treasure every moment, every step of your descent.
Eh? Howdy do? Why are you here?
Excuse me, but I must speak with the satrap at once.
Here you go. Points to the giant dragon.
Father.
You have suffered dearly of late, yet you must endeavor to look beyond these losses to the future you yet have. On behalf of the Forum of Sharlayan, I come with a proposal by which you, the people of Radz-at-Han, might be saved. I say again, I must speak with your satrap. I beseech you, take me to him with all possible haste.
I am satrap here. Speak thy proposal. All present shall hear and judge.
If I have given offense, then I apologize. First, allow me to share with you what knowledge we have of the phenomenon responsible for your woes. The final days. 'Tis an affliction of stagnancy and rot, sown into the currents of the star. Though the first prominent manifestation was here, in Thavnair, it will invariably spread to every corner of the world. The Forum was forewarned of this apocalypse several centuries ago. Thenceforth, my predecessors sought to prepare for the end times in the only conceivable fashion, by securing a means of escape.
Escape this star? What madness is this?
'Tis by no means madness. With the coming of the 7th umbral calamity, the true nature of the Red Moon, Dalamud, was revealed. That it was an artificial construct of ancient Alag. But what of the Silver Moon? This celestial satellite is yet another technological marvel, fashioned and maintained by ancient allies. A ship that will sail the heavens and deliver our people from destruction.
Like, you kind of have to wonder, did this planet have any real moons?
And by our people, I speak not only of Sharlayan. We mean to save every man, woman, and child it is within our power to save. Including you, our dear friends of Radz-at-Han. Recent events necessitate adjustments be made, and quickly, but we can and will escort you safely to the moon.
Long has thy forum been allies to Thavnair. I trust thou dost not extend this offer lightly. Yet I wonder, is this truly the way? Is there a future to be built for us beyond this star our father deemed the last bastion of hope?
It is for that very reason I come before you and your people. To answer any and all of your questions. To offer my assurances and allay your fears. Though, if you wish the best for your people, I advise you to render your decision swiftly.
Show our friends to Megaduta. They are to be received as honored guests. Worry not. Whatever decision is reached, your Until then, heed the warning of these brave heroes. Guard your hearts against fear and despair, for it is within such fertile soil that the seeds of blasphemy find purchase. Remain calm and attend to your daily tasks. I shall return anon.
We'll do as you say, Master Vitra. We believe in you.
Thank you, small child. Well, let's leave them to their business. For what of us? Uh-oh. Perhaps I spoke too soon.
Oh, you're still here. What a relief.
What's up?
Nidana, what's the matter? Has something happened at Palaka's stand?
Oh, no, not that I know of. I just hope to hear your thoughts on a theory of mine.
Ooh, I love theories.
All who undergo the transformation are drained of their ether, yes? What is it then that gives these beasts the strength to carry on as they do?
A good question.
Logically, they must be drawing upon an alternate form of vital energy. That put me in mind of our
The
earlier
emotional
conversation
ether.
when I tried to explain the essence which many confuse with ether.
The Asaka.
Akasha. Yes,
Akasha.
I remember.
That was close.
The unseen gift bestowed from on high. An energy influenced solely by emotion.
Yes, yes. In this instance, negative ones set Akasha into motion, thereby infusing the beasts with vitality. I posit this as the mechanism by which the beasts are born and sustained. Ah, do you still have that flower?
I do. Oh, it's black. Oh. Excuse me?
If we accept that it once shone bright by drawing upon Akasha, influenced by the thoughts of those nearby, then fear, terror, despair, negative emotions so powerful as to suffocate it, permeated the air in this place. You must be very careful. The forces which drive the final days may be beyond our ability to perceive.
Can I get another flower, though?
Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you like that. At any rate, I will continue my research into Akasha. Do temper your expectations, however. There are sadly few detailed studies upon which I may draw.
Formulating a new theory as you have is itself no small feat. I wish you well in your endeavors, and pray you take care.
Thank you. You stay safe as well, yes?
So if there's a way
Till
to
next we
make
meet.
positive
And we will meet again.
Akasa, then you could undo it. Theoretically. Ah, the best kind of food. The food for thought. Alright, as far as we have come, and after all the horrors we've seen, there's still so much we don't know about the final days. Could it be, as Nidhana said, that the cause of this phenomenon is beyond our comprehension? And if so, are we powerless to forestall it? Not with that attitude. Greetings, under the silence of the 7th dawn. I have a message from His Excellency the Satrap. Yes? Brave Silence, you have my gratitude for aiding my people in this most trying of times. Alas, matters here in Megaduda prevent me from meeting you all in person. As a token of mine appreciation, I have arranged for a feast to be held in your honor. May it nourish you in preparation for the trials ahead. Such are the words of Master Vitra. The feast he speaks of awaits for you at Meridian's Mayhan. Oh boy, dinner and a show! And to you, Anamdan, there was someone we had hoped to introduce to you in particular. Well, I am loath to take you further, yeah? Alright, but personal invitation, knowing full well your services are in the highest demand right now. This must be important. Worry not, we'll save some food for you, so take all the time you need. Like, who could it be other than Nidhana? Cause like... Father? As the ether you see there has been restricted to a select few ever since the tower first appeared. We sincerely apologize for the inconvenience, but it was deemed too dangerous to permit the free movement of visitors at a time of emergency, a risk we could not take. Yeah! Finally! Come to Mama! Welcome to Sundrop. Without further ado, allow me to introduce you to... Hi. Oh, so you're the famous Autumn Dawn, eh? I knew it the moment you stepped through that door. Are you sure it wasn't the outfit? Shirabot, please! You're speaking to the Satrop's omnipresent savior of our people. Can you not show a modicum of respect? What disrespect is there in paying a fellow warrior a compliment? We're all friends here, and we'll be soon enough. More formally then, for the benefit of my countrymen, it is a pleasure to have you with us, O great champion of Eorzea, Scion of the 7th Dawn, Warrior of Light, all-around good egg, I'm sure. I am a good bean, thank you very much. This talk of egg reminds me I'm late for dinner. Woman after my own heart, I like that. I like her. Don't you worry, I'll keep it short. There's just one thing or two we'd like to remember. First of all, about the room you're standing in now, that looks like a soldier from Vishgard. Radz-at-Han welcomes delegates from other lands to oversee trade and diplomatic dealings. Then there's military matters to discuss, which is why all these officers are stationed here in Sundrop. I imagine you're more than familiar with each of the nations they represent, yes? We've got representatives from Doma, Ul'dah, now Amico. I have a feeling I know where this is leading. Limsa Minsa, Britannia, and at last, but never let it be said least, Ishgard. They're the eyes, ears, and mouths that bridge the distance between Radz-at-Han and their respective homelands. We've used this brief respite to share the details of our plight with our overseas counterparts. And would you know it, all of their leaders requested a few words from you specifically. You're a woman in high demand, eh? And so, would you mind regaling us with your own account? Indulge us before you indulge yourself. I smell role quests. I thank you for the report. The conditions in which men are turned to beasts, the there are anomalies you have observed. You have given us much to consider. It is concerning that the first transformation apparently occurred before the skies turned red. It is contrary to what one would expect. Thankfully, the information you conveyed to Lucia upon your return from the moon has already proved invaluable. As soon as the reports of the calamity here in Thavnair reached the Grand Company of Eorzea and the Far Eastern allies, our leaders knew at once that the final days were indeed upon us. They had begun taking steps to assist the extent of the phenomenon's spread. Our agents were able to confirm that, for the time being, the skies burn only over the Bounty, including this island and Corvus. Alas, that is a vote of comfort. All throughout allied lands, there have been reports of people transforming into hideous beasts. Already. From what little we have learned, these incidents are similar in nature to that involving the merchant Gazal. As was the case of the Here, the victims underwent the change prior to the heavens being set ablaze. And so, while the burning skies have yet to manifest beyond the Bounty, the transformations do not appear to be subject to any similar restriction. If anyone anywhere overcome by despair can turn, then nowhere is safe. That's about the size of it. Speaking of which, we ought to give these creatures a name, don't you think? Here at Radz-at-Han, we've been taking to calling the first to change, which tends to be the biggest, blasphemies. Oh, so we're dealing with blasphemies, I guess. Alright, to ensure clarity in future communications, we urge the comrades to adopt this terminology. Our leaders have taken measures to deal with the threat to the best of our abilities. Each nation has assembled their own groups of elite soldiers to put down these so-called blasphemies, and their spawn as and when they appear. At the same time, they are doing all in their power to put people's minds at ease and prevent panic and fear from spreading. That said, brave souls with the strength and fortitude to fell these terrible fiends are not easily found. Just so, and it is for that very reason we turn to you. Pray, lend us your strength and help us to slay the blasphemies that plague our homelands. Now, you don't have to give your reply before dinner. I've chosen a mission that each blasphemy seems to possess wildly different characteristics. What works well against one may serve you poorly against another. So before you go rushing up to save everyone's day, have a word with your delegates. They'll tell you what to expect. Alright, and with that, I do believe our friend here has a feast to attend. Spare a thought for us while you're tucking into all that fine cuisine, eh? Yep, there's the role quest. So now it's a separation between two of them, because in Shadowbringers, melee and ranged physical had the same one. And in this one, they've been separate ones. And if I read the one correctly, then unfortunately, the one that melee DPS was divvied to is not relevant to my interests. Because it's Limsa. Apparently, Alamigo is healer. What the fuck? Anyways, apologies for keeping you from your hard-earned rest. Let's see, yes. I have a terrible sense of direction. No. I gotta take that while I'm here, though. Ooh, drinks are on the house. Hopefully none of them are poisoned. Alright. Yes. Okay, good. Bye. Also, give me your armor at some point. Give me your hat. Oh. Leo. Welcome! When the satrap asked us to entertain a party of honored guests, I was wondering who it might be. This is a lovely surprise, to say the least. By the way, I heard all about Kazal from your friend Gahatia. I understand there was nothing that could be done, but I'm heartened to hear he meant us no harm. I cannot thank you enough for dispatching the beasts. As the smallest token of our thanks, your food and drink tonight are Medreed's treat. Speaking of which, what shall I start you off with? Oh, water. Let's go with some chai. So like the cultural option, the drunk option, and then the sober option. Alphino, what are you doing over there?
So blasphemies now plague all the realm.
It will only get worse if what Father said is true, as it did in Amarot.
If that's our model, then shouldn't we expect the effects to grow more severe as it feeds off its own spread? As if people transforming into those monstrosities wasn't bad enough. If the flora and fauna, if the land itself turned against us.
No one would survive.
Here's your order, friend.
Don't be poisoned, don't be poisoned, don't be poisoned.
May you find comfort in these dark times.
Where do we go from here?
That is the question of the hour.
If there's one thing we've learned, fighting blindly and simply reacting to what comes will accomplish nothing.
Yeah.
We must find a solution that addresses the fundamental cause. Before our strength is exhausted, before this crisis spirals out of control.
Hopefully Matoya's found something? Question mark?
Is there something? Anything we've overlooked?
If there is an answer, Hydaelyn herself will have it. 'Twas she who bound Zodiark and forestalled the final days. Alas, we have heard naught from her since the Tower of Babel. Whether she cannot or will not speak, I can only speculate. Even the flower she gave us is no more.
Annoyingly. In our time, we called it Elpis. We do well to remember the name. Is there a place called Elpis by any chance?
So advised the Watcher. What could be the significance of that name? It is entirely unfamiliar to me.
To me as well. It meant something to the ancients, though. In our time.
Most surely. Yet I do not recall a single mention of it in the records of Anida.
Another dead end. Quite literally. It's not as if there are any ancients living we could go and ask.
But what about simulated ones?
Not alive as such, but not quite dead. Elidibus.
Eh?
I sealed him in the White Auracite of the Crystal Tower back on the first.
Wait, so he's not actually dead? He's just sealed?
Contained within that reservoir of ether that maintains it, ether that is returned little by little to the sea. Naught may remain of his soul.
Oh, so he is dead, but...
However, if part of it lingers, we might be able to speak with him there. I know we can no longer make that journey, but you, my friend, still can.
Well, this is, interesting. Well, if nothing else, I can look in at Reen. And,
Thank you, my friend. That would mean much to me.
Don't worry, I'll make sure our favorite bunny girl is alright.
If nothing else, should we learn the first is safe, we'll have that much more reason to keep fighting the good fight. That said, the odds are not in our favor, to say the least. Which is why we're fortunate to have Urianger up there on the moon, working hard to make all the necessary preparations for our departure, should it come to it.
And why we have nothing to lose by staying the course till the last instant.
Indeed. To the last, let us all do what we can. I will consult with Master Matoya and see if she knows of a way to reach Hydaelyn from the Ethereal Sea.
And I will visit the nation's leaders and attempt to ascertain how far the final days have progressed elsewhere.
Keep me abreast of your findings. I can seek out and slay the worst of the immediate threats, if only to slow the spread.
Unease, terror, despair. Try as we might to suppress them, these emotions will return to harry us time and time again. But when they do, remember this. Your friends and loved ones are out there somewhere, sharing in your struggle. You are not alone.
So ends the brief respite before the next revelation. Yes, so much left for you to see. Where beginning ends and end begins.
So, let's get on with it. Yeah, things are getting exciting.